The Pinellas County Probate Court, an overview. Hi, I'm Darren Findling of the Probate Pro, and we're going to cover the ins and outs of the probate court. Let's get right at it. The Pinellas County Probate Court is located at 315 Court Street in Clearwater, Florida, of course in Pinellas County. As you can see from the photo, it's a prominent court municipal building, easy to find, plenty of parking around the building. With any courthouse, we recommend that you leave your house early. Give yourself plenty of time to make your way to the courthouse, park, make your way through security to find your courtroom or your court office. We recognize that probate-related issues are often very stress-filled and emotionally charged. So give yourself plenty of time to depart your house, to give yourself a chance to breathe. The Pinellas County Probate Court is a secured facility, and most people understand what you're allowed to bring in to a secured facility when you're walking through security. But there are times that there may be things in your purse or your pocket that you may not be aware of. For example, those breath or body-related aerosol cans are prohibited, as well as outside food or alcohol, prohibited items within the court. Also, anything flammable like a match or a lighter, as well as mobile devices that have recording devices. Often people forget about things like nail file and clippers that could be within a Swiss Army knife and attached to a keychain. So before you get out of your car, make sure that you've felt through your pockets as well as your purse. Make sure you have nothing that would be prohibited and require you to come back to your car. The Pinellas County Probate Court, of course, handles probate-related issues. Under that umbrella includes deceased estates, guardianships, mental health, and substance abuse issues. The Pinellas County Probate Court is fortunate to have very experienced judges serving on behalf of the community. Judge Pamela A.M. Campbell, Judge Sherwood Coleman, and Judge James Stearns handle the probate-related docket. The Pinellas County Probate Court has an extensive and robust website. We're going to walk you through some of the elements and nice features of that website. As you can see at mypinellasclerk.org, as I've highlighted with the red arrow, this is the main page that you'd find, or the home page, to be able to access many nice features relating to the court. Many of these features allow you to avoid the necessity of driving to the probate court to gather or obtain certain pieces of information. For example, here I've highlighted in a red rectangle the Probate and Mental Health Division. Let's click there and see where it takes us. From here, it has various tabs for estates and wills and guardianships and mental health, substance abuse, and probate tours. I've also highlighted the probate forms section as well as some of the relevant rules. It's a really helpful place to start depending on whether you're handling a deceased estate or a guardianship related issue. Clicking here, the forms section takes you to, unfortunately, another page rather than directly to the forms. But as you click through, you'll see that the packets relating to the various types of filings, in this case, a deceased estate, are contained in a DOC format, which is Microsoft Word. In addition, matters relating to guardianship or summary proceedings are also contained here. If you click and are interested in finding the court records, you go to this public view section, which then takes you to a page that redirects you to a page that allows you to search the various court records, depending on whether it's a civil case, a criminal case, or in this case, a probate case. Click there and it takes you to a large search window that allows various parameters to be entered into. So here you can search by case number, by name, as well as the attorney. And in this case, I searched under the name John Doe and searched for probate and clicked the button at the bottom left, which is search, to just show you how this particular search window works. From there, it takes me to a number of files that contain the name John Doe in it, and they're hyperlinked with that blue writing and underline, which then allows you to identify the case number as well as certain relevant information to know whether a matter has been filed, and if it is, what additional information you can obtain. Clicking there brings up the docket. So this is the information regarding the parties, case number, judge, and at the bottom, the various docketed probate pleadings that have been filed with the probate court. Very helpful, very handy, rather than having to go down and leaf through a physical probate file. The probate court in Pinellas County lists their filing fees, and the most common filing fees that we see asked relate to the opening of a deceased estate as well as a formal guardianship. Now, to understand the full extent and costs related to these particular issues, you really should check back with the probate court as they update that data, as well as your probate attorney, to understand the full extent of expenses. Remember, these are just the initial filing fees, and there are fees as you proceed through the larger probate proceeding. In addition, the attorney fees are billed separately, so speak with your probate attorney to have a full understanding of the expenses related to your particular probate issue. Pinellas County in the state of Florida maintain detailed statistics relating to the case filings that have occurred within each year, as well as the matters that are disposed of. As you can see from these railroad tracks, from fiscal year 2009 through fiscal year 2019, the last year the state reported the statistics, you see a steady growth in the number of filings statewide, from about 98,000 to over 133,000. The dark blue representing new filings, and the magenta representing dispositions of matters that are now at their conclusion. So probate represents a tremendous volume within the statewide system. This particular table identifies the filings based on the particular case type. So here you'll see that 59,000 represent probate estates, 940 trusts, and a little under 8,000 relating to guardianship. The others represent the Baker Act and substance abuse relating to mental health related issues. This particular pie graph represents within the probate space the types of filings that are occurring statewide. As you can see, probate represents the large part of this pie, a little short of 50%, and commitment acts about 44.2%. Trusts represent just a small fraction, and guardianships a little less than 6%. This pie graph shows the dispositions. These are the matters and how they're concluded statewide. There's a common misconception that most cases go to trial, and this graph represents that that's just not the case. In fact, before the matter even proceeds to hearing, about 43.6% are disposed of, and at hearing, but short of trial, 46.7%. 5.9% represents disposed of in other matters, which could be like through a facilitative process. But the bottom left part of this very small sliver represents that 3.8% are disposed of by a non-jury bench or judge trial. So very, very few proceed to the trials that you would think of. This particular table represents specifically Pinellas County for court case filings relating to probate in fiscal year 2018-19. As you can see, 3,822 probate files, commitment acts representing 3,157, guardianships 362, and a total of 7,405 total filings in the fiscal year. What can you make of this particular table and these other tables? Probate represents a tremendous volume of the court's docket, and in Pinellas County, it is a busy court system. Understanding and navigating your way through the system will help with both the emotional strain relating to probate-related issues, and we strongly urge you to hire a lawyer, a competent, skilled probate practitioner, to make sure that the court understands your particular set of circumstances as you navigate through the probate process. At the Probate Pro, we're passionate about probate-related issues. If you have questions about the Pinellas County Probate Court or any probate-related issues, don't hesitate to reach out to us at theprobatepro.com or call us at 833-PROBATE.